Namaste children, I hope you all are fine. So today we will start with the new chapter, that is strategies for enhancement in food production. So first you should know about the animal husbandry. That what is animal husbandry? This is the care and breeding of the livestock like cattle, sheep, goat, cows, pigs, buffaloes, etc. Okay, so it is related with the caring and the breeding of these animal livestock. Now, next we will discuss about the need for the animal husbandry. That what is the need for the animal husbandry? It is required for the egg production, for the meat production and for the labor. Okay, so it is required for the egg production, meat production, milk production and for the labor. Now next, that are the milch animals. Milch animals are those animals which are responsible for producing the milk, which are producing for milk. Now next, that are the lactation period. Lactation period, it is the duration. It is the time duration when a female animal, it give birth to the young one. So after that, the time period during which she is able to produce the milk, that period is known as the lactation period. Okay, so some animals are there which are also known as the draught animals, and draught animals, they are used for the agriculture purposes. Okay, like the bull. Now next, that is cattle farming or poultry farming. Now cattle farming, what is the cattle farming here and what is the poultry farming here? What is the need for the cattle farming? Cattle farming, it has two purposes, all of you know. One, that is for the milk production, and second, that is for the draught labor, means the animals which are used in the agricultural fields, okay, which are used for the tilling, etc. Now next is poultry farming. So what is the purpose for the poultry farming? That is to get the egg as well as to get the meat, for the egg production and meat production. Okay, now next, that are the breeds. You should know about the breeds also, because later on we will discuss about the animal breeding. Okay, so what are breeds? Breeds means that a group of the individuals, means a group of individuals having the similar general characteristics or general features or configuration and size. Okay, having the same features, having the same configuration, having the same size, so they are known as the, they will come under the same breed. Now next is animal breeding. There are three types of the breeds. Okay, one, that is the indigenous breeds, or you can say the Indian breeds. Indian breeds means the breeds that are present in our country, that are known as the indigenous breeds. And what are the foreign breeds? Foreign breeds means that are present outside the country. And one, that is the cross breeds. Okay, and the means the exotic breeds are also there. Exotic breeds, that is the another name of the foreign breeds. So the third category, that is the cross breeds. Cross breeds are those breeds which we can get when the crossing, means when the breeding will be there in between the indigenous as well as the, means the foreign breed. Indigenous and foreign breeds, if suppose the breeding is there between the two, then what will happen? They produce the cross breed. Okay, and the cross breed then having the characteristics of both the breeds, means the indigenous breeds also as well as of the foreign breed also. Now next is animal breeding. So what is animal breeding and why it is required? Animal breeding means, like we have done in case of the animal husbandry, that it is related with the care and breeding of the livestock like the cattle, sheep, goat, cows, pigs, etc. Okay, so breeding, this breeding, it refers to the animal breeding. Okay, breeding, it can be inbreeding, it can be outbreeding, so that we will discuss in this chapter in detail. Okay, so when the hybridization will be there in between the two organisms, so that is known as the animal breeding. And what is the purpose for the animal breeding? So that the production that will be more, means the yield that we are getting, that should be more. Either like in case of the cattle farming, it is related with the milk, and in case of the poultry, it is related with the meat or the eggs they produce. So students, next we will discuss about the preventive and control measures for the animal diseases, and it is also known as the dairy farm management and the poultry farm management. Okay, now the first is that proper cleanliness should be there. Proper cleanliness means the hygienic conditions should be there in the cattle sheds or in the poultry sheds. Okay, so that they will not get the diseases. Second, that is the nutritive food should be given to them, and clean drinking water that should be provided. Third is proper checkup should be there, and vaccinations against the diseases if required. And fourth, that is the proper disposal of the dead animals and the wastes. And the fifth, that is the selection of the disease free breeds for breeding.